Here, from what I understand, the union is asking for a 40% raise.
And people are saying, you guys are asking for so much. That doesn't make up where we'd be if we didn't lose everything we lost in the past.
Yeah, especially in 08.
Right, exactly.
The companies have come back with a 20% raise. I think any of the taxpayers would love to have a 20% raise and think that's great.
When people say, oh, it's absurd that we're actually asking for 46% raises, well, really it's not. I'm asking for my pay that I was already cut. For me, it's 20%,
Your pay that you were already, that they
already cut. I mean, I'm just asking for my fair share.
That's a great point. So when people are saying 40% raise, you're just asking for the wages to go back up to where they were.
Pretty much would have been.
Before 2008.
Correct.
When you have a president that's constantly saying, go union, this is what you get. The unions get emboldened and then they start asking for things that, that companies have a tough time doing.
When 08 came around, you understood these companies were being in a difficult situation. So you gave up almost half your pay. A lot of people did that.
Correct.
And now what folks are fighting for is to say, now that these companies are doing well, they've got to pay workers fairly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're all deserved it. I mean, we put the time here, 6 days a week, 10 hours a day.
Like we're asking for, in comparison to what the CEOs are making, are pennies.
So it's very hard to survive in such a small salary that we get each week. Very difficult.
And it's what, about $20 an hour?
No, I make less than that.
I think Ronald Reagan gave us a great example when federal employees decided they were going to strike. He said, you strike, you're fired. Simple concept to me.
I think everybody who's supporting the UAW needs to put a red light on their front porch to show.
I love that.
Support.
Put a red light. Yeah. Wear red shirts and red lights.
Red shirts, red lights.
You got to get them to do the right thing.
Absolutely.
Millions of dollars for the CEOs, and they can't pay workers a family supporting wage. Come on.
You've seen a 34% pay increase in your salary. You make almost $30 million. Why should your workers not get the same type of pay increases that you're getting leading the company?
Well, if you look at compensation, my compensation, 92% of it is based on performance of the company.
Your income is based on performance, the performance of the workers. The workers themselves should also be entitled to that same performance process, but we're not.
You've had the CEOs making $30 million a year, 300 times the worker, and that's just not fair.
Whether it's my generation, the next generation, the generation after that. At one time, this used to be the place where everybody wanted to work. If you worked here, you were set. It's not the case anymore.
People shouldn't have to work 60 and 70 hours a week to make what our grandparents made in 40 hours, for the cost of living. It just shouldn't be that way.
CEOs in the 1960s, they used to make more than workers, like 15 times more, not 300 times more.
Right. Everything we're asking for right now is what we gave up.
Yeah.
Back when
Back in 08.